Hello everybody. I'm happy to announce that I finally got an actual scale trail truck there. I got the Trail Finder 2 long wheelbase, the Majave 2 four-door version. I received it from my wife for Christmas and kind of excited to get into this. I've never been into the scale builds there, so this is definitely going to be a challenge for me. I know I've attempted a few customs without actually ever getting into without ever actually owning a scale truck, so I don't really know what it is that I'm getting into, but yeah, I'm excited to get building this. I've already started opening up the box. As you can see, the box was mailed from the States into Canada, and of course the main box received some damage there, so without knowing, we weren't really sure if there was any damages inside the box there. So but as you can see in my hand there's the 2-speed transmission. Quite impressed with it actually. It's quite everything spins quite freely. They must have greased it up quite well. I'm still going to dismantle it because you know, you never know if they've missed a screw when it came to tightening it completely or not, and I kind of want to, you know, for better sake, know exactly what's going on. I see the spur gear has a little bit of burrs on the gears, but I'm sure that'll be easy to clean up there. There's the transfer case. I'm not sure. It's definitely not a 1-to-1 gear ratio, so I'm kind of curious what it actually is. It might be 1.3 to 1. But I do have a 1-to-1 gear ratio transfer case that I got off the internet. I may or may not trade that out for it. We'll see, depending on the motor option I decide to go with. This kit here doesn't include any of the electronics, so down the road I'll have to figure out what I plan on putting into it. In this bag here we got a bunch of the looks like a bunch of the plastic parts, the bumpers, the side plates, the skid plates. It looks like oh, I guess they're clearly labeled, which is nice. We got both bumpers in that bag. And then of course you got the cross members. This bag here we got not sure if it's 2 drive shafts. It looks like it might be just, no, it is 2 drive shafts in it. I feel like they're metal ends with the plastic housing. Not too sure what's going on there. Yeah, metal ends with the plastic housing. I'll definitely be upgrading those to the Punisher series. And then in here we got some body posts and some rod ends. This bag here we got the fuel cell, the slash receiver box. This bag here, there's no label on this one, but in it includes the what looks to be, we got the transfer case mount, shock hangers, not too sure what those are, some sort of spacers, studs, a couple drive shaft parts, bearings. This is one of the chassis rails there. I plan on having a custom set of rails done up. I'm going to send these to a neighboring city and get them 3D scanned so that they can be extended in the middle in 2 different spots, so that I can create a 400mm wheelbase frame rail for another project. Happy to have these because I was planning on using the SCX10 rails, and it just seems to me like there's going to be way more work than I anticipated going that route. So I'm glad I got this truck. I finally got to see see what these rails look like. They look like they're going to be a lot more compatible for what I plan on building on the other project. Here we got the rear drive shaft, which I don't know, there's a little bit of a binding in there. I'll have to take that apart. I think it's just a shim issue. Yeah, there's definitely a shim issue going on. Probably a thousandth of, maybe 2,000th play in there. When I pull the the pinion shaft out, it spins freely like it should. The front drive shaft, let's see here. Yeah, it probably could use a thousandth shim in it. Make that spin more freely. It's nice that this kit includes all aluminum axles, whereas the SCX10, I was actually hoping to get an actual SCX10 for Christmas, but I received this one, which is 10 times the truck in my opinion. At least you know you get a lot of scale parts, mostly metal parts, which is nice. And we got in bag A, we got looks like the shock dampeners, all 4 shock dampeners. Spring assisted, 2 different sizes, both 80mm and 100mm shocks, and then of course a bunch of the screw bags, different screw bags to complete the build. We got link equipment, battery straps, leaf springs, soft set, and then of course we got the upper chassis deck there, which is also metal, and looks like a pinion gear, coupler for the drive shafts, a couple other doodads. Bag C, it looks like we got a lot more of the nuts, bolts, and washers that are required to complete this build. And then of course we got the Rc4 wheel drive tires with the scale bead locks, with their stamped metal, stamped steel if I do recall, and a aluminum hex on that's bolted on the back end. And then last but not least, you know, of course you got the Majave body set, which in itself is a project. I'm not quite sure which route I'm going to go in regards to building this body. I don't know if I'm going to do a showroom truck or if I'm going to do a pre-beaten up shell like others have done. Kind of like the pre-beaten up shell, but I don't know if I got what it takes to make it look scale enough, you know, considering this is my first scale truck. In the bag of parts here, there's quite a bit of parts, it seems. It comes with a couple sets of decals. I'm not sure why it gives you 2 sets, but wonder if no, they're the same. And then you got your mirrors and your tie down hooks. You got 2 different back plates for the cab, so that you can either use the rear box, or you can go with like a homemade bed. And then the grill comes with a dash. I don't believe it comes with the interior kit. No, it doesn't come with the interior kit, so I'll definitely get that. And then your chrome bits, and then of course your lenses for all your lights. This bag here would be all the hardware for assembling this particular body. I plan on putting a full lighting kit in there.